Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angel Lydia. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So in today's video, my topic is women should never date just for love. I can already hear the men screaming at me, but I'm just gonna speak my truth. So let's jump right into the video. Point number one, and I've said this before, is that women are very emotional. I don't care if you are the most logical woman you know. You are still biologically more emotional compared to a man. And because we are so emotional, if we are dating just for love, our judgment is clouded, very clouded. We cannot tell wrong from right or when to leave because we're only dating for love. And you know what's crazy about the brain and the heart? We can fool ourselves into thinking that we are getting that love, even if we're not getting it. We can fool ourselves into thinking that someone loves us so much just because we love them. Because of us already being emotional creatures, we fool ourselves into thinking that we're getting that love that sometimes we're not getting, or it could be possible that we're getting the love. We don't have an aim in the relationship. We just think that we are getting fulfilled by the love that maybe sometimes we're not getting. We just think that we're happy because we're feeling love. Because of this, sometimes we're not benefiting at all in the relationship if our sole goal is just love. Love can come from anywhere. Love can come from a mother and a child. Love can come from a pet. Literally, love can come from your family. So when it comes to a partnership, if you're dating solely for love that you can get out of any relationship, then you are 100% not benefiting. Now that we've cleared that up, let's jump into point number two. As women, we don't think straight when love is in play. When we are dating just for love and we forget our needs as a person and what we need to upkeep ourselves, and we're only putting love at the forefront, our demands become a back burner. And how is it beneficial if you as a woman just thinking that you're getting pleased and just thinking you're getting fulfilled by love and then putting your needs as the back burner of that relationship? That means that you've put yourself at second best. They're not even your center of attention. The man becomes your center of attention. His love becomes your center of attention. And that's why when we get obsessed with a man or we're so in love with him, God takes him away. You know why? Because God wants us to focus on ourselves. God wants us to put ourselves first. God loves us so much that he wants us to put ourselves first. And if we are not doing that, he will make us put ourselves first. He will make you be alone to learn this self-love, to learn to put yourself first, to learn what it is to make sure your needs are met. If your needs are not being met, God will remove that man out of your life. So I'm doing you a favor by making this video because honestly, if you learn this before you get into your next relationship, then there's a possibility that the relationship can last longer if you're not dating just for love. Because when you date just for love, you never put your needs first. You never put your wants, desires, needs, everything. You never put them at the forefront, which is what you have to do if you want to succeed in long relationships. You have to have your needs met because in the long run, you will not be happy. You will not be fulfilled. And then what are you, your life, you just get one life. You're going to be wasting your years not being pleased, not being fulfilled. How unfortunate would that be if you're in a long-term 5-year relationship and you love this man so much and your needs are not being met? Literally wasting time. I know it sounds harsh, but that's literally the reality. I remember in relationships where I did not put myself first and I had the inkling to want to break up, but I wasn't powerful enough. And God literally took that man out of my life. And I realize now from relationships after, I was severely depriving myself of my needs being met in that relationship just because I was in love. And that was my sole purpose, was to gain love out of that relationship. But if you are not giving yourself love, you're never ever going to feel like you have enough. You're never ever going to feel like You're always gonna want that love from that person. You're always gonna yearn for the love. So you forget about your needs. All you're thinking about is love. And we have to give love to ourselves first. Do not depend on someone else for love. You can give yourself love. Self-love is really what we need to be able to make logical decisions for ourselves. Because if I realized that I did not love myself enough back then. It's hard to say that, but I know I didn't love myself back then, because if I had loved myself back then enough, then I would have never put my needs on the back burner. I would have never put my emotional needs, my intimate needs, everything. I would have never put them out of my mind, just for the sake of wanting to stay in that relationship to feel that person's love. If you are already giving yourself love, then you're never, ever, ever gonna yearn for just love from someone else. Then when you're giving yourself love, you're looking for how this person can upgrade your life. You're looking for how this person can add to your life, not just love you, because you love yourself already. Hopefully this makes sense. I was at that point where I did not love myself enough, and I understand that now, that I did not love myself enough. Sometimes it just takes acceptance and understand that you maybe are not at the point where you are healed enough to be in a relationship, because you're going to accept the bare minimum. That's why I always say, do the self-work first, heal first before you go into a relationship, because people will mistreat you if you let them. And that's not saying that they're bad people, but if someone realizes that all you need in a relationship is love, then they will just give you that, or sometimes not even give you enough, so you can always keep coming for more. And who wants to fight for scraps when you can give yourself abundance of love already? So when you go in a relationship, you don't need love from this person. Not saying that you don't want them to love you, yes, but you don't need love. You need them to upgrade your life. Your desires are different. Your desires are more so of, how can you contribute to my life already? I already love myself, but how can you make my life better? I don't need you just to love. I don't need your love. Of course, you're gonna end up loving the person if you're in a relationship, but that should not be the sole reason why women date men. Is not love. Love yourself. Put love into yourself first. Do not look for love outside of yourself. If you're having a problem with self-love, I always say is to just find a happy place, like a place where you can relax and try to calm down, empty your mind. See if you can connect with your inner child, with that little girl inside. Speak to her. Tell her that you're there for her. I love you. You can even speak into the mirror if that helps, seeing a face. Say that I love you. Say that I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. I'm on your side. I'm always going to be here. I'm never going to leave you. Because you're never going to leave yourself. Like, how can you leave yourself? Whenever you leave, that's it. You and yourself are gone. But tell yourself that I'm never going to leave you. I'm always on your side. I'm always going to love you. You don't have to worry. You can trust me. And build that relationship with yourself. Choose to love yourself today. Choose to put your needs first. Because when you love yourself, girl, when you love yourself, you're never going to stay with someone that's not treating you how they're supposed to treat you. You're never going to stay with someone that's giving you the bare minimum. You can't. Even if you don't leave them, they're just going to walk out of your life, because it's like you guys are not vibrating on the same level. When you love yourself enough, someone that cannot meet your needs, honestly, you're going to make the decision to leave them more than likely, because you love yourself. You choose yourself when you love yourself. So create that bond with yourself before you even get into any relationship. And if you are already in that relationship, try to do self-love work. Do little activities. Meditate. Think on what's going to make you happy. Put yourself first. Make it a habit to put yourself first. Make it a habit to speak good things to yourself. Make it a habit for you to be kind to yourself, because once you start being kind to yourself, it will only grow from there. You will start finding little areas that you're like, okay, well, I'm not benefiting from this. Why am I even putting up with this situation? When you start feeling that love for yourself, you're going to be like, girl, you don't deserve this. You deserve better. You're going to be that woman, for example, you've ever had that best friend that can see situations and be like, girl, why are you dealing with him? Like, he is not the one for you. You're going to become that best friend for yourself. You're going to become that mother figure for yourself. Once you start loving yourself and treating yourself and speaking to your inner child, you're going to want to protect her. I'm my protector. So if a man is treating me bad, I'm going to look at the situation and be like, girl, you don't deserve that. Why would you deal with that? And you walk out of the situation, especially if it has no benefit to you. And if you love yourself enough, love only is not going to be enough for you, because you already can give yourself all the love that you need. So a man bringing just love to the table is like he's bringing a basket full of nothing, because I already love myself. I don't need you to love me. I don't need you to love me. Okay? Point number 3 is men have an automatic advantage when a woman's sole goal is love. Men men already know they're supposed to be providers. They're supposed to come to the relationship with provisions. Like, from every civilization that you can think of in the past, men knew that they were supposed to provide. They know. So, with a man knowing that he's supposed to provide, imagine him knowing that he's supposed to bring all these provisions to the table when he comes, right? And you're telling him, you know what? You don't have to bring that. You don't have to bring your provisions. You don't have to work hard to get me. All you have to do is bring love. You are lowering your value, and you're giving the man the automatic advantage. You deserve this man doing what his job is. Men already know what they need to do. Don't make it easier for a man, because if you make it easier for a man, your value in your eyes and his eyes is lowered. You do never want to lower your value in your eyes. Let me speak on that before I even get into lowering your value in a man's eye. When you lower your value in your eyes, you're thinking that the bare minimum is acceptable. And whatever he does, it's literally going to be the best thing, because the bare minimum is acceptable for you. So even if he does the least bit of things, that's why men are able to breadcrumb us when we're dating just for love. Because you're literally just a puppy dog waiting for any little thing, any little piece of love or any little piece of action that he does that can show you that he has some type of feelings for you. And this analogy brings me back to the black cat energy. I don't want to get into that, but when you don't love yourself enough, instead of being the black cat, you're the golden retriever, like the puppy dog. You're just like trying to get any piece of love that he can give to you, instead of loving yourself enough and being okay with the self-love that you already have, and understanding that this man has to come with the provisions. He already know. You don't have to convince a man that he needs to take care of you. He knows. Men know. I don't care how they were raised. I don't care their life situations. Men automatically know. Just like how no matter how you was raised as a woman, you know that you're supposed to be taken care of. You know that. You know that naturally that's your role. So they know their role. You don't convince any man that you have to convince that you need to be provided for is not the man for you. And he's not a man. He's not a man yet. Let him go grow up first. That was my problem with my exes. I was trying to convince them. I already knew how I was supposed to be treated. And I was super young, dating like young men just like me. So I was telling them, oh, you need to do this. Maybe you need to go get another job. But they weren't developed enough. So it wasn't my job to try to convince them or tell them what their role is, because they already know what their role is, but maybe they're just not ready yet. Okay? But when you are just desperate for love, or you're looking just for love in a relationship, which I was doing in the past with my exes, I just wanted love. So I was accepting anything. I was accepting gifts just on holidays. I was now it's ridiculous to me now because I want you to take care of me if you're in my life. So now I wouldn't accept that now, because why would I want gifts just on holidays? Why would I want you to give me money just on holidays? Why would I want that? I want it all the time. Like, I am not living just on holidays. I live 365. So I need you to take care of me all the time. And I feel like back then I did not love myself enough. I didn't even have experience with anything. So I was thinking that love is enough, even though I was trying to change them. I don't know. I was trying to tell them, oh, you need to do this to take care of me. I had a small inkling of pushing them, but that wasn't my job because I didn't love myself enough. So now that I love myself, I'm not going to accept that from a man. I'm going to allow the man to show up as the man, and I'm going to let him prove himself to me. And I'm not looking just for love from him, because I give myself love. I love the little girl inside. I love me as a person. I love me. I love my company. I don't feel alone when I'm by myself. Instead of feeling lonely when I'm by myself, I feel good in my solitude. I don't feel depressed when I'm by myself. I'm okay with myself. I love my personality. I'm entertained by myself. I make myself laugh. I have a full life without the man. So when the man comes, I'm not looking for love from him. I'm looking for you to benefit my life. And if you can't, goodbye. And that was where I lost my power, was in the past. I did not have the strength to say goodbye, because it was just like, I wanted love so much that any man that came into my life, I was just like, oh my God, let's just keep you and let's work on building a relationship together. Where it's like, now I'm like, I am not building anything. You better come with all the blocks. I'm not building with you. You better come with everything already built. You better come with your provisions, or you better come with something. I'm not creating anything with you. And you have to come already willing to give. I'm not convincing you that you need to do anything, or no, I'm not doing that. You need to already have that in yourself. You, just like how I did the healing, you need to heal as a man. And I feel like when you are healed, you only attract healed men. And if someone that's unhealed comes into your life, you're not going to resonate with them. It's just going to be, something's just going to be off, and maybe you can't put your finger on it. It's just not going to be resonating with you. So that's what I love about this world, is that what is on your level is what you're going to resonate with at the time. Back then, what I was on that level, so that's what was coming in. That was what I was attracting. I just wanted love, so people with just love in their pockets was coming to me. I was super young, so yeah, it's good to laugh about these things and grow. Point number 4 is men are logic. Because men are logic creatures, they are thinking straight. They don't have a problem making the decision. For example, if you're just dating for love and this man understands that he doesn't have to do anything, you're making it easy for him. It's a win-win situation. He's gonna accept what you give to him. Because a man has logic, he understands whatever you show him that you will accept, he's gonna give you what you will accept. He's not gonna work harder than he needs to. Okay, he's not gonna work harder than he needs to. For example, us as women, because we're so emotional, if a man says to us that, oh, babe, you don't have to cook, you don't have to take care of me, you don't have to do so much, we're still gonna do it, because we want to show you that we love you, we want to nurture, we want to care. That's in our innate nature to be a woman. So because as women innately we're like that, then that helps you to understand that because a man is a logical creature, if you're letting on that you will accept the bare minimum, men are going to accept the easy way out. They're not going to use their emotions and say, well, maybe I should give her a little bit more. No, he's going to give you exactly what you want. If you want love, he's going to give you love, and he's going to give you just enough to keep you wanting more. But if you are a healed woman, that you already love yourself enough that you're not seeking just love from someone, and he understands he has to bring provisions to the table. He has to take care of you. He has to make sure that you're okay. He has to make sure that he's adding value to your life, because he's a logical creature and he understands what he has to do to keep you. He will do that to keep you. And if he's not able to do that, he will leave your life. And that's okay, because you love yourself enough to allow him to walk away. Because if he has to leave your life because he cannot do those things for you, then the man that can do those things for you will stay in your life. And you should be okay with that. You should be okay with a man that cannot meet your needs leaving your life, because you're not searching for love. You're not searching just for validation. You want your needs met. And a logical man will accept what you give out to him, not what you give out to the world and say, I want this. It will come to you, but you have to make it known. Make it known. Know what you want first, so you can make it known to know what you want first. But yeah, so I'm not dating just for love, because, you know, you have to take care of me. So if I'm dating a guy and he has nothing to offer, I am not attracted anymore. Like, I lose the attraction. So just get to the point where you love yourself enough to make decisions from a place of self-love. And that's the best way I could tell women to not date just for love, is when you love yourself enough. That's the best way. My last and final point is that women that date men that provide for them are not gold diggers. Let's get into it, because I feel like whenever a woman says that a man should provide for you, people automatically say that's a gold digger. And I'm not. Literally, well, whatever people want to call me, they can call me, but I'm not a gold digger. I know people, men even brought that term up. It's the broke men that use that term, honestly. But a woman that loves herself and understands her value is never going to accept a man that brings nothing to the table. So you wanting a man that provides for you does not make you a gold digger. It does not make you a gold digger. You wanting a man that is going to take care of you, especially if you want to marry this man, you want to have kids with this man, that's not you being a gold digger. That's you thinking for the future. There's nothing wrong with, especially Black women. I need you guys to understand that there's nothing wrong with getting treated beautifully by men. There's nothing wrong with getting catered to by men. There's nothing wrong with that. That does not make you a gold digger. And any kind of woman, like any woman, it does not make you a gold digger just because you want a man to take care of you. That is the stupidest thing that I've heard. And we need to stop saying that. That's the nature of men, to take care of you. A man that doesn't want to take care of you either doesn't see the value in you, does not love you enough, or you are not making it clear what you want. And you don't love yourself to accept a man catering to your needs. Because any woman that is healed and loves herself will not accept a man that is doing nothing for her. Like, I literally could not even be, I can't be physically attracted to a man that doesn't do anything for me. I don't care. You could be the most beautiful man in the world. I find a man that is super ugly but takes care of me, I find it more attractive than a man that's so cute but does anything for me. So those are my tips for why women should not date men just for love. I hope you guys got something from this video. As always, I don't want you guys to take it to the wrong way or thinking I'm trying to tell women to become gold diggers. It's never that case. I'm trying to help you guys to get to a point where you can love yourself enough to attract the best things into your life. And a man is not all, okay? These tips about self-love is not just for attracting men. This is just for attracting the best life situations for yourself. When you love yourself, you're able to walk out of situations that do not serve you when you are able to. When you love yourself and you've reached to a point that you're able to walk away from certain situations, you will not think twice. You will work on getting yourself out of situations to get yourself to a better situation, whether it is with a man, a friend, a job, whatever it is. Okay, so use these points are versatile. They can be used for any situation. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I hope you guys got something from this video and learned something from this video. Leave a comment down below. I will always respond. And also like and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video.